She was 21 and she was...
There you go. You rolling there, Chris? Okay. Hi, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Duda, and today it's the return of Vikae. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Marty. How are you?
Nice to have you back again.
Thank you.
See, the last time you were here was in 2020, and we were talking about how it was just about the end of the COVID thing, and here we are still messing around with that.
Indeed.
How has the interim year and a half been for you?
I think it's been a very formative experience. I think I kind of am in a position now where I'm a juxtaposition walking between loneliness and independence after sort of being locked away for so long. But I guess it just makes you appreciate when everything is open again.
Right.
Yeah, formative, I think.
And so you are living kind of rurally as well, right?
I am.
So that's got to be even more isolated.
Yeah, I mean, I guess during lockdown it was really nice. I have a horse, so it was nice to spend some time with her, and I did a lot of riding during that period of time. A friend of mine actually and I had a bit of a challenge to sort of write songs in that time to keep motivated, and to keep having something to look forward to, which I found really helpful.
Cool. And would you have normally been writing that many songs if it wasn't for lockdown? What else would you be doing if it wasn't the case?
That's a good question. Honestly, no, because I work 9 to 5 to, make the dream work.
Sure.
And writing a song every day is sort of it's not possible when you work 9 to 5.
Right.
So I really took advantage of the ability to sometimes even write multiple songs in a day, because what else do you do?
Right. Good point. All righty. Well, we're going to hear some of them today, aren't we?
Yes.
Just you on the piano, because normally you have a little bit of production going on these things, but we have the stripped down kind of demo-ish version, right?
Correct.
So the first song we're going to hear is called Love Games. What can you tell me about that one?
So Love Games is a story about a relationship where someone has been unfaithful, and the idea is that this particular character met their current lover in a situation which involved infidelity, and now the roles are a little bit reversed, where this character that's singing the song has sort of found somebody else. And the idea is like, well, how about how you met me? That wasn't really kosher per se.
Right.
So how would you expect this relationship to end, really?
Right.
It sort of...
The writing was on the wall.
It was a whole train wreck. Put it that way.
Alrighty. Well, let's give it a listen then.
Demon eyes in the dark sky, watch me as I cry. Honey lies in your sweet crime, kiss me as I die. Lipstick stained envy, her clothes on the floor. Toxic, so deadly, I cannot ignore. You meet up at midnight when I'm fast asleep, dreaming when I was your only love game. It's just another mistake, playing love games, playing love games. Too late, it's just another heartache, playing love games with you. Siren song fills the air, but the wind makes no sound. Branches bare, say your prayers, unaware of burning ground. Lipstick stained envy, her clothes on the floor. Toxic, so deadly, I cannot ignore. You meet up at midnight when I'm fast asleep, dreaming when I was your only love game. It's just another mistake, playing love games, playing love games. Too late, it's just another heartache, playing love games with you. The wandering rain violet skies, broken her wings, she cannot fly. Love game, it's just another mistake, playing love games, playing love games. Too late, it's just another heartache, playing love games, playing love games with you. Love games, playing love games, playing love games with you.
All right, we're back here with Vikae. We're going to hear a couple more songs. Now, last time we spoke, you told me about your background. You were born in Ukraine, and we went through all that. So anybody who wants to know all that, they can go to that thing. But stuff has been happening over there since we spoke. Again, has it had any kind of effect on you and people that you know?
Well, I do have family still in Ukraine, and I think no matter what your stance on the situation is, I think there's nothing that can really prepare you for a call on your birthday from your godfather, and all you can sort of focus on instead of the happy birthday is the sound of gunfire and bombs going off in the background. Like, I don't know how to even explain what that feeling was like. You know, you're trying to concentrate listening to someone that you love and care about, and knowing that they're okay, but you're also sort of focusing on, I mean, that's not things that we hear in New Zealand.
No.
And it's just become a part of these people's reality, which is just, I mean, awful.
Right.
And ugly. War is ugly in any circumstance.
Have you been back there since you moved here at all?
Unfortunately not.
Oh boy.
It's a bit of a mission to get there.
Sure.
Especially now, of course, ironically, my partner and I were thinking about maybe visiting sometime next year.
Right.
And alas, here we are.
Exactly. Well, let's hope things get themselves straightened out, whatever that means. It's not good. Not good at all. But onto a more pleasant subject, Lonely Doll is the next song we're going to hear.
Indeed.
What are you going to tell me about that one?
Well, you say, you know, something a little bit more lighthearted, but it's
okay.
Ironically, all of my songs are, at the core of it, deeply sad and sort of come from a place of catharsis. And at this stage, I'm writing a lot of songs that are things that I have personally experienced. And I sort of had this idea when I went into the studio to work with my producer, Abigail Knudsen. I sometimes bring, actually every time, I bring a selection of diaries that I have in my bookshelf. I've kept all of them ever since I was a young girl. And I picked the one that was my diary from my Dunedin days. And one of the entries basically was sort of like, you know, how can you treat me like this doll, like this pretty thing, and then leave me alone and go do off your own thing, and then whether I find new friends or a new partner, it's irrelevant. At that point in time, suddenly I'm shiny and I'm new again.
Right.
So it's like 3-year-old toddler vibes, you know. No, right. I don't want anyone to play with my toy, but I actually don't want to play with it anymore. That's kind of where it comes from.
Yeah, I got you. Oh man. Okay. Well, that story behind the song, I love it.
Always.
Okay. Well, let's give it a listen.
She was 21 and she was wild and free. Broken dreams, they follow her all the time, still do. Are you blind to the times when she's breathing, to the times that she's needing? Close the blinds, baby, treason. How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely, like a lonely doll? How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely? Sealed seduction kissed her face and she couldn't see. Haunted scenes, they'd scare her all the time, still do. Are you tired of the tied up deceiving? It's too hard, so you're leaving. Close the blinds, baby, treason. How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely, like a lonely doll? How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely? She is hurting, a river runs black, plastic and paper skin, bloodied and wrath. You're not learning, her ocean run red, polluted state of mind just sickens her head. How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely, like a lonely doll? How can you say you love her when you leave her lonely, like a lonely doll?
All right, we're back here one more time with Vikae. We got one more song to hear. Now, you mentioned Abigail, your
Indeed.
producer.
Yes.
You brought her with you, haven't you?
I have.
So tell me what she adds to the mix, why she's so important, why you're dragging her around here.
She has no choice.
Good.
She's in my grasp always. No, Abby. When I met Abby, I was a very broken person. I was really sick. I was really underweight, and I left a whole bunch of toxic people in Dunedin.
Mm-hmm.
And Abby was the only person that was like, I like you for who you are. It doesn't matter like where your past is from. I see potential in you. Like, let's work together. And we've had an ongoing relationship for, I don't know, 4 years now, where she's really helped nurture my musicianship. She's really helped me with my songwriting and sort of has become more of a mentor as well as a friend, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So having her here adds a little bit of sort of calming atmosphere for me when I'm nervous, because I know that she'll always tell me if I've need to improve on something, you know. And I think life is always better when you've got a best friend.
Right. And it's always good to have somebody, I mean, everybody's got opinions.
Of course.
But you need to hear somebody's opinion who you trust.
Absolutely.
That makes a big difference.
Absolutely, for sure,
So
for sure.
Yeah. Before we get to the song, what else have you got coming up? Are you got more releases? Are you touring? What can you tell us about?
Well, I have I guess essentially 2 more releases. So I've got Lonely Doll that is coming out in a couple of weeks.
Right.
On the 15th of July.
Cool.
And then the mixtape itself, Love Games, is coming out on the 26th of August.
Right.
I've got some really exciting shows that are happening in the South Island.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to talk about them, but I can't.
Okay. Mum's the word, huh? Top secret, because, you know, what would happen?
I'm an illustrious
Found out
person.
stuff.
I'm a secretive, lucrative. But yeah, lots of exciting stuff happening behind the scenes, and always thinking about the next project. So I'm still writing.
All right.
Keeping myself busy.
Cool. So we got one more song. It's called Who Would Stay With Me? It's another laugh fest, it sounds like, right?
Laugh fest. I love that. I love the sarcasm in that. No, the whole mixtape is sort of ironic in the sense that when you listen to it from start to finish, it's kind of a bop. It's like all sad bops. You want to dance but cry at the same time.
Yep.
Except for Destination Nowhere, where everything sort of falls away and it allows the sort of ballad singer-songwriter vibe to kind of come through, which is really important to tell the underlying side of the story, which is, you know, when you break up with someone, it's sad, like it's painful. There's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of feelings that sort of come out. And that's why I wanted to play the songs in an acoustic version today, to showcase the actual writing of the songs and the lyricism. That's incredibly important to me as a songwriter. So the idea is, like, I have not been a good person in the past, and it's sort of like a cross between that manipulative of like, oh well, who would stay with me then, expecting somebody to turn around and stay.
Yeah.
And also very matter of fact as well, like, oh well, I don't know if I've told you, but I have bipolar, so that's something that I do struggle with on a regular. So it's like a genuine question, like who would stay with me? I'm such like a pain in the ass, you know. Like, so that's kind of where that comes from.
All right. Well, it hasn't been bad having you around here today. We kind of like it.
Thanks.
So,
It's a pleasure. It's been
right.
a pleasure.
well, anyway, let's hear the song. Good luck with everything, with
Thank
the
you so
mixtape
much.
and more stuff, and hopefully we'll see you out and about.
I'd love that. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Your gaze has changed the way you're looking at me. I'm just a game to you with no history. I can't explain it. It's like you're loving me out of habit. A convenience turning tragic. Fucking classic. Guess it's always me. Should've known, lover. You're not home, lover. Who would stay with me? I'm not wise, lover. If I just died, lover, maybe then you'd miss me. I didn't want you close. I knew that you'd leave, and that you'd grow tired of my insecurities. I can't explain it. It's like you're doing it out of habit. A convenience turning tragic. Fucking classic. Guess it's always me. Should've known, lover. You're not home, lover. Who would stay with me? I'm not wise, lover. If I just died, lover, maybe then you'd miss me. Maybe then you'd realize what life without me feels like. Unanswered questions fly by, hurting you in real time, just like you hurt me. You hurt me. Should've known, lover. You're not home, lover. Who would stay with me? I'm not wise, lover. If I just died, lover,